my goodness. Hey, Jalen. It is your girl, Tiffany, New York Pollard, here, baby, to congratulate you on your second season of Sip and Chat. I am so excited for the second season, okay? Because I hear that the episodes are going to be super juicy and plenty of tea will be spilled. You gotta have me on. I've been waiting. You better call my people. Jalen, I'm so proud of you, honey. Keep doing your thing, and you are just amazing. This is going to be such a great season. You guys do not want to miss Sip and Chat.
Sip and chat with me. I'm trying to get to know you. Have a drink with me. It's a different kind of vibe when you sip and chat with me. Let's get into this tea. Ooh, pour a glass with me. I swear you get your life, ooh.
Get your life, take a shot, let's get our minds right. We could drink black and spill tea all night. Henny rum, or we could pop a bottle of wine. Sip and chat with me like Eve, I swear I'll blow your mind.
Tell them, Jalen.
They know they want to scoop. Come correct, baby, I'll never keep you out the loop. Absence cold, but presence hot like summertime. Got them good vibes, pull up for this wine and dine. Come and talk to me, I know you wanna rock with me. Any nigga ever fuck with me and stuck with me. I'm good pressed, nigga, come and stand next to me. Vibration so high, I'm feeling like ecstasy. Why you think they check for me? Them hoes less than me. We only chill once, damn, I keep them pressed, you see. That time's over, time to shine. Move left, sweetie. You know the rest, cut the check, I'm up next, you'll see.
Sip and chat with me. I'm trying to get to know you. Have a drink with me. It's a different kind of vibe when you sip and chat with me. Let's get into this tea. Ooh, pour a glass with me. I swear you get your life, ooh.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. Welcome back to Sip and Chat. I know it's been a minute. It's been a little breakity break. Please forgive me. We've been through a pandemic. We've been through all types of stuff. As soon as I was about to start the podcast back, pandemic hit, life hit, you know, all of that stuff. It's really giving Sheree from Housewives when Andy was like, what did he say? When is She by Sheree coming out? And she said September, spring, summer. Well, it's been about 3 September, spring, summers, but we here, and that's all that matters, and we back like we never left. So thank you, everybody, for supporting, holding me down. And thank you to Tiffany Pollard for that amazing shout-out that she just did, that you just heard. And I hope y'all like that theme song, too. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think I should start rapping? Or should I just be trapping? Let me know what y'all think I should do. But yes, period. Right now, you know, like I said, I thank everybody for holding me down, holding down the fort with me. We are back, better than ever. All of these episodes that you are going to hear, including this one, will be bomb, will be juicy. Tea will be spilled. The drinks will be pouring. They pouring right now. I don't know if you can hear that little sizzle, but they pouring right now. So, yes, I am here, and I just once again thank everybody. So, tonight, I am here with a bad girl, a baddie who lives in ATL. And her name is Judi Jai. Say hello, Judi Jai.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is. It's your girl, Judi Jai, on the ones and twos.
Yes.
Big period.
Big period, big dot. I'm here with Judi Jai, Baddies ATL Season 1, Bad Girls Club Season 7, Love Game Season 3.
The winner.
The winner, honey. All-Star Battle for Bad Girls Club Season 1, Bad Girls Club 13. Battle of Ex-Besties, Couples Court. Oh my God, the list goes on and on, child. And now she's back on your TV screen. Ooh. Zeus Network, Zeus going up for Baddies ATL. Judi,
Zeus is
how
going
are
up.
you?
I am good. How about you?
I am great. What you sipping on, girl?
We are sipping on Casamigos, okay? And definitely Golds.
Definitely.
Because we are gold.
We are gold.
And that's on period.
We are gold, honey. So we are here. Oh my gosh. It's been so long. Thank you for coming on Sip and Chat.
No, thank you for having me.
Because I hear you got a lot to say about this baddie. So we going to get into it.
Amen. And I'm thankful for the platform because Lord knows I got some stuff to clear up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to get into it. So y'all got a good premiere episode because y'all going to hear all of the tea.
The real tea.
The real tea. The TT. It ain't even tea. It's just...
TT.
The TT. So, yes. So, okay. So, Judi, you're back on TV. Baddies ATL.
I am.
What made you want to join this season of Baddies ATL? What was it for you?
Okay, so we all know Bad Girls Club ended in 2017. We have a huge fandom. Like, shout out to the Bad Girls Club fans. Y'all definitely keep us afloat because since 2017, when Bad Girls Club went off of air, it didn't matter what television shows came across y'all TV screen. Y'all still missed us, the Bad Girls.
That's true.
We are definitely the blueprint. Besides, of course, like, you know,
Flavor of
Love, real Tiffany Pollard's, you know, I Love New York, stuff like that. We are the blueprint. We started throwing the drinks, and we're going to end it throwing the drinks.
I would say that Bad Girls Club, Flavor of Love was funny, and they had the tea, but Bad Girls Club, they was throwing down. I would say that was the first show that they really, like, the girls would throw down.
Now, I will give credit to College Hill. Because
people sleep on that.
People are asleep on that. And you guys, if you watched Love Games, the guy that I won with, Matthew, he was on College Hill, Atlanta.
And I didn't know that for the longest.
Yeah, on BET, his middle name is Dennis. He did go by Dennis, and on Love Games, he went by Matt. People are always tweeting me like, his real name is Dennis. I'm like, no, Ma, his real name is Matt. His middle name is Dennis.
Right.
We literally dated for like a year and a half after that, but really, the fights did start on College Hill.
Yeah,
the one in the islands, though. Not in Atlanta.
But on the islands.
Yeah. But we, as Bad Girls, took it to another level.
Yeah, absolutely. So were you a fan of Bad Girls before you went on Bad Girls Club?
You know what's crazy? I wasn't. And a lot of people may think I'm lying about that, but I was not a fan of it. Yeah. Actually, my friend was a fan of it. Mm-hmm. And I've talked about this in a lot of interviews. She loves the show. She watched the show. And she told me, like, Judi, you belong on this show.
Right.
Like, these are nights we have all the time. They're coming to Chicago to cast. We're going.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, why not?
Yeah.
Like, her dude was down. Like, he had a Charger, a Chrysler. We were liquored up.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's just go. Like, let's see what happens. And ironically, I made it.
Yeah.
And some tea, that's when I first met
Sidney.
Miss Sidney Starr.
Oh, wow. Well, we're definitely going to get into that, honey. Yeah, because I actually met Sidney through Judi before the show. So we were both shocked when she got on. Not in a bad way, but she was like, you know, Sydney's going to be on the cast. I was like, Sidney. But we'll get into that. So, yes. Well, yeah, Bad Girls Club did you justice, honey. People love you. I can't... Every post I see on TikTok now that BGC7 is on Hulu, it's like Judi, Tierra. I say, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I get on TikTok to see bullshit. Nah, I'm seeing your ass. I already see you every damn day. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm thankful for that because on season 7, I was 100% myself.
Yeah.
Like, on God. Like, somebody tweeted me actually, like, the other day. Mm-hmm. And they were like, you know, I get a ton of love.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, very little hate.
Yeah.
Like, very little. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
But there was one tweet in particular, and she was like, oh my God, I'm just watching Bad Girls Club season 7. Imagine being Judi. How embarrassing is that, how she acted on television?
Wow. And
what I have to say is, I look back and smile because I lived every 21-year-old's dream.
Yeah, you did.
I was on national television, getting drunk as hell for free, and getting a paycheck just doing me.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that out of all the girls, shout out to all of the cast members though.
Absolutely.
Even the people that y'all don't like, because we made that season amazing.
It was an ensemble cast.
An ensemble cast. Like, it was nobody that you needed to replace. Like,
everybody brought something.
Everybody brought something to the table. But I will say, I truly believe that I lived my best life
on season
7.
So, you know, you did go on to do different spin-offs, different shows, and then your last reality, well, no, it wasn't. You did Ex-Besties But your last
Yeah,
bad girl,
that-
but you only were on the premiere episode, right?
I was like on 2 episodes of
episodes.
Ex-Besties, but at the time I had just lost my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
I was 100% not ready
yourself.
to be back on television.
And that was my question. Leaving 13, because that was your last full like season that you did.
Absolutely.
How was life going from being on TV every year, every other year, to you just living like a normal life for a while?
You know, it's crazy how things work out, because if people watch season 13, it's a completely different Judi than you saw on season 7.
Right.
I had gained weight. I was very like emotional. I was very insecure. But that honestly is what comes with like all the bookings, the partying you do.
Yeah.
I was literally booked up every night. It's unlimited alcohol, unlimited bottles, unlimited traveling. I was like always on TMZ, World Star. That literally takes a toll on a human being.
So yeah,
Like 100% by like doing reality TV year after year after year after year, and then losing my mom and my dad at 25 in the midst of like me being on television, like it airing. Like everybody, like I was going out to events and partying with people, and they would never know that I was dying inside.
Yeah.
Like they would never know that. All they would say is like, "Oh my God, Judi's mentally ill. She's unstable. She's not the same as she was on season 7."
Yeah.
Not knowing I was like planning to bury my mom and my dad
at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I think that I handled it very well, and more well than a lot of people will handle it when it happens to them.
Yeah.
And I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody.
Absolutely.
But I'm just gonna say, I know for a fact they're not going to handle it as gracefully as me.
So when you were younger, did you like know, oh, I'm going to be famous?
I did. I was born an only child. My mother loved putting me on camera. I was always in piano recitals, ballet recitals, tap, jazz. I was literally always on camera, and I always post that type of stuff on Instagram so they see that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very not camera shy, but at the same time I am.
Yeah.
I'm a very complex person.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
But that comes from just, honestly, I'm going to keep it very real. I was diagnosed with ADHD as a child.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
Yes, it's true. And 100%. And also, I went through cancer.
Yeah.
So, going through very traumatic situations, like, I can't really dictate like how I'm going to be, and I think that that's what makes me so good for reality TV.
Absolutely,
because they love that type of stuff.
Yeah,
it's
I
real
remember. It's
reality TV, and that's why some girls are not made for reality TV.
I remember. This is a funny story. I remember watching the premiere episode of season 7, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this girl. It's something about her.
A lot of people
like
said
her.
that.
I know, but do you know what's funny? Everybody loved you, Stassi, Tierra. I literally said I wasn't gonna like you. I didn't think I was gonna like Stassi. I was like, they're trying to not to be funny, but I was like, they're trying to make her like a Tanisha or something.
But I feel like, yes, they
Kinda,
did.
Yeah, in a way. I love the friendship that the three of you have. You
Absolutely.
It's like a sisterhood. But I
and we
will
were the first group of black girls that got along.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all really were. Y'all had like sisterly fights.
Absolutely.
It was never like an actual like street fight type
if
thing.
they were mad at me, it was more so of a like, Judi, go sober your ass up.
Yeah, they might cuss you out. You might cuss them back out.
And
or whatever.
100% they would make me food. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
like they loved you.
Down. Yeah.
But I remember watching season 7. I said, I'm not gonna like Stassi. I'm not gonna like Tierra. And I'm not gonna like Judi. I said it like literally all three of them. I was like, I'm not gonna like them. Meanwhile, they were the fan faves and my favorites.
Yeah,
and
a lot of people.
The other girls now I feel like they low-key getting treated because they talking about just racist and homophobic comments.
Season 7 just started airing on
Hulu.
On Hulu.
Yeah.
And now it's a new generation. So when we aired, it was 2011. Life was different then.
Yeah.
I was still a fan favorite though. Like
People,
at first people are like, oh my God, like she's nuts. Like she's just dropping names and blah, blah, blah. But by the end of the season, they saw me like transparent. Like,
exactly.
Period. And now that it's airing in 2021, a decade later, fans are looking at this show completely different.
I feel like America is 100% more woke than it used to be.
When she said the slur, I didn't even know
what she was saying. Yeah.
But I just knew how mad Shelly would get.
So, to wrap up season 7, I want to ask you 2 questions. What was your best memory on season 7, and what was your worst? Start with the worst and go to the best. Like your worst memory when you were just like, ugh, and then the best one, like your favorite time.
Okay, my worst memory is on season 7 was just literally having to wake up when the first person woke up.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody knows me, I keep my house very dark, dim. Mm-hmm. I'm a very, like, chill type of girl. Regardless of what people think of me, they think I'm just, like, drunk and wild all the time. Yeah. I'm actually a very chill girl.
Yeah.
I like my house dim, the lights dim.
R&B music.
R&B. Living in that house, when the first person's foot touched that floor,
everybody was
all the lights came on. And y'all don't understand living in a house like that. It's not like a floor lamp, a table lamp.
No, it's
production light.
Yeah.
And we lived in New Orleans, Louisiana, in March, April, May.
Yeah.
It was hot as hell.
Yeah.
So being hot as hell with those lights, that was the worst.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And not even, like, if you're tired and going to bed, the lights will not go off until the last person's foot leaves that floor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what was your best?
My best was a scene that was cut off. Mm-hmm. And Tierra will tell you this. Mm-hmm. Like 100%.
Yeah.
We were in downtown New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And a car parked way too close to our vehicle. Mm-hmm. Like, they were disrespectful as fuck. Like, it was like bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
And we came out, we couldn't even get out the parking spot.
Yeah.
So we just, like, started, like, taking trash cans, throwing our bowls of gumbo.
Yeah.
Like, we just fucked that car up.
I bet they'll always remember that.
Whoever's car that was, they came back, and it was, like, BGC7, my kiss marks on it, red lips, like, crazy. But they never aired it, of course, because if they did, the owner would have been like, that's my car. And we could have had a lawsuit. Yeah. But we had so much fun. That day we were wilding out.
So, what do you think the fame did to you? Like, do you think it did you justice? Does it freak you out sometimes? Because it's been over 10 years and you're still recognized.
Absolutely. I think that it diagnosed me with anxiety. Mm-hmm. Like, I talked about my ADHD as a child, that's why I'm so creative.
Yeah.
But as time went on, the cameras, it just got to be a lot. So I started getting more nervous, more fidgety.
Yeah.
Definitely anxiety ridden. And the fact that I can't even, like, go to CVS and walk in that bitch to get a Kit Kat bar without somebody noticing me.
Yeah.
Like I
and that's one thing with fame. I feel like everybody wants to be famous, but they don't ever look at the flip side of, you can't just go to CVS like you said, get a Kit Kat bar. But you said you always knew you'd be famous. So
but I would never ever take it for granted or regret it a day in my life, because so many people write me emails of like, you've helped me through this. You helped me through that.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like, oh my God, my existence have saved
a lot of lives. And so that's what...
And to be honest, their existence have saved
yours.
My life.
So I was going to ask you, so out of like, a lot of people have said the fame has hurt them, but do you feel like on a weighing scale, it helped you more?
It helps me.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of people don't know, I went to college.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be a broadcast journalist. My dream was to be like a Roxy. Mm-hmm. Like a 106 in Park, a VJ. Mm-hmm. I always loved music. I was always very talented in music. I have an ear for music. I have a music note tattooed on my ear. Yeah. All I'm saying is that was my dream. If anybody I don't know, a lot of people don't know, but I was like at Spring Bling, BET, 2008.
Yeah.
Like, I was always very much in the industry and hanging out with industry guys.
Yeah.
Like, Shawty Lo really was, rest in peace, Lo, on God. That was one of my very best friends.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like, you were name dropping. That was real.
That was real shit.
Yeah, I really did meet Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
Not the Gucci he is today,
but
the Gucci
from back
the
in the
Gucci
day.
Mane.
With the
like
beer
in the trap
belly.
house.
Yeah.
I really met Waka.
Yeah.
When he was in a white tee. Like,
Yeah,
I really knew these people.
Absolutely.
I was around these people, so that was not just name dropping for fake.
Absolutely.
So I always wanted to be in the industry and be a VJ.
Yeah.
Ironically, I made reality TV.
television. Absolutely. So before we close off this Bad Girls chapter, who would you say were your favorite Bad Girls?
Okay, on some real stuff.
Give me 5.
Okay, 5. I gotta be real, Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
What I loved about Natalie is people could talk shit about her
And she didn't give
and
a
say
fuck.
horrible stuff about her, and she didn't give a fuck. Second would be okay. So
that
Natalie
you looked at and was like, "Oh, okay, that's a bad."
Oh, okay. What if I was like none of them hoes? No. I mean, okay.
Okay, we do 3 if you can't do 5.
Natalie, no, I'll do 5. I liked Katia.
I did too. Yeah.
I like Kat because she was on some more like, how you not gonna buy all my friends a drink?
Yeah.
I could relate to that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in the club
Yeah.
and a nigga is
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
him and his people, what? Buy us all a drink.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it looked so immature the way it played back on television, but I could understand
And
it.
her stance.
Her stance. Like, why aren't you buying all of us a drink, but you want to come back to our mansion
Yes.
and kiki with us?
Yes.
Okay, so the third is Kristen Kelly.
I was thinking Kristen too.
I have to say Kristen because she was her.
Yeah, she was.
Like 100% her. The last episode of season 5, she was drunk as hell, and I've been there before. I can relate to that. Now I'm talking about girls I can relate to.
Yeah.
I've been drunk as hell and slapped the shit out of people.
Yeah, just
And the next day wake up and be like, we had fun last night, right?
Right.
And then like be in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like wake up in jail. They're like, girl, you acted a fool. And I'm like, I had so much fun. What did I do?
Yeah.
I could relate to Kristen that night because she was wasted. And she didn't mean none of that shit.
Yeah.
And I know that
That
from the
was the
bottom of her
alcohol.
heart. And even though Kristen, you're trying it, and you did DM me and say, babe, I love you, and you have to hop on live with me, I will. But that was nuts.
Yeah.
I was not on heroin
Yeah.
on the show. But yeah, Kristen, I could definitely
It's the
relate to
heroin
you.
for me.
Yeah, she said I was like on heroin.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, okay. Kristen, I relate. 4. I gotta be honest. Nikki
Oh, which one from 6?
from 6.
Yeah.
I gotta be very honest because I could
She was
relate.
a troll.
She was a troll.
Yeah.
But the thing with Nikki is she was so beautiful.
Yeah, she was very
A
beautiful.
beautiful, light-skinned mixed girl with curly hair.
And didn't give
I
a
feel
fuck
like her dad really like molded her into like
who
this
she-
like
tough girl.
person.
Yeah.
But like if that wasn't the case, Nikki was funny.
She was
She
funny.
kept it going and she knew how to get under people's skin.
Okay, last one.
And I could relate to that.
Absolutely.
Because I kind of was a Nikki on my season,
Low
just
key.
a different
Bird.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then 5 would be who's the 5? Like what? Ripsy.
Oh,
Queen.
Ripsy.
I am you, bitch.
Yeah.
Like absolutely watching Ripsy, I'm like, that is me.
Yeah.
She was drunk as fuck in that bitch.
She
and just
was
slapping
slapping the
people.
shit out of motherfuckers.
And then they would like wrestle her to the floor, like stop, bitch, and her eyes would be big as fuck, like stop, like
Yeah.
that is me,
Yes.
Ripsy.
Well,
So I named my 5 who I could relate to, and I feel like every bad girl that has fans, they love them because of who could they relate to.
Absolutely.
And that's why I have so many fans that are like, I've been drunk that night. I've been blacked out that night. I've been crazy that night. I did fuck that nigga that I didn't remember that night.
But it happened.
It happened. Like, you wake up the next day, like, smiling, like,
and just
what's for breakfast?
Right.
Yeah, like, it's relatable.
So I'm going to do 3.
Okay.
I'm not going to name you because that's evident. I will name one of my favorite bad girls. You know exactly what I'm going to name. Charmaine. Char, to me, I really watched Bad Girls Club. This was season 6, before your season. And I would say, oh my gosh, like, it was just something I liked about Char. I don't know, she's from Chicago, I'm from Detroit, so it could be that Midwest vibe. But Char knew how to run them hoes. Char knew how to just do what she had to do. And even when at that reunion, when all them bitches was coming at her, she still stood 10 toes down. And I actually want to give a shout out to Char, Sip and Chat, season 2 premiere. Char was the first television personality to give me a chance for my podcast. So it means a lot. So Char always, forever in the day,
I love Char.
Will have a special place in my heart. So shout out to Char.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Charmaine.
And she
is the
did
bomb.
a phenomenal
A great friend
job.
of mine. Yeah, she
I'm
did.
not gonna lie, like, if there was one scene I can remember from season 6, and mind you, I was watching that season, only got one episode in before I went to go film season 7.
Yes.
It was Char over that Bad Girls Club sign that they made it look like Hollywood.
Yeah. I
and
remember
she was
that.
like, bitch, this the Bad Girls Club. And out of all the scenes from that season,
that stood out to you.
That was the most iconic. So yeah.
One of my other favorite bad girls, I would have to say, a lot of people don't like her and some do. I would have to say, I wonder if you're going to guess, Morgan. I loved Morgan, but some about her, she didn't give a fuck. But Morgan was one of my favorites. She didn't give a fuck.
Morgan is bomb.
They jumped her. She got up looking cute, left, like, fuck that shit. So I would have to say Morgan. Third, okay. Natalie was just a ball. She reminded me kind of a little bit of Tiffany Pollard in some ways, but not all the way. Like, you know. And I liked Natalie. She started shit. She talked shit. She didn't give a fuck. So I would have to say Natalie. So we're going to play Judy's song, 4 a.m.
in Atlanta, because we're going to Baddies ATL, baby.
Super stupid tonight. I'm so faded, I don't even know how I'm gonna get home. What? Even out the club, and I'm super high. Full moon shining bright in the nighttime sky. Everything blurry, I can hardly drive. Lord, please don't let me go to jail tonight. Swerving reckless, just hit a pothole. Them dancers was going crazy on that makeup pole. How many bottles pop? Man, I don't even know. Summertime fine, but I'm winter cold. 4 a.m. in Atlanta, and you know I keep a red bandana. MC Hammer, I go hella stupid. They didn't act up, I'm shooting shots. Call me Cupid. 4 a.m. in Atlanta, and you know I keep a motherfucking red bandana on my side. She down to ride. Shit that goofy is going up tonight. 4 a.m. in Atlanta, and you know I keep that motherfucking red bandana on my side. Yeah, she down to ride, and if a bitch ass goofy is going up tonight. Ha! I'm hella, I can't even lie. And if a bitch ass goofy is going up tonight. 4 a.m.
So, Judy, since then, you know, you took a break from the reality TV and just kind of the limelight, but not really, because the motherfuckers was still knowing who you were, so it's like, oh, you couldn't escape the shit.
You know, but it's crazy that, you know, some people do think I did take a break.
Yeah.
And then when I do look at it, I'm like, wow, maybe I did.
I think you did.
I did, because after my parents died, I went through a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
I became very, very much more spiritual. Awoken. And I feel like that's who I am on this next show.
Absolutely. So how did you get, like, how did this whole Baddies thing came? Because I remember they did the OnlyFans, like all types of stuff. So how did all of this come about, like with the Baddies?
Okay.
You?
So they wanted to do this like BGC OnlyFans thing. And at the end of the day, I know people remember me as being risque.
Yeah.
Just having sex, like wild.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm celibate and I haven't had sex since like 2014 with a man. I got into a lesbian relationship. Yes, I'm a part of the LGBT community. Facts. I love the shit out of her. And I was with her for like 3 years. But I haven't had sex with a woman since 2017. Yeah. So at this point, I'm celibate as hell. I've been through losing my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
I've been through literally so much, just emotionally, spiritually. Erykah Badu vibe.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
That Pisces shit.
Turban on.
Yeah.
Candles lit, honey, cinnamon,
Okay,
like
all of
just
that.
completely different person. And they came to me and presented me like, yo, like we are starting Bad Girls Club up again.
I'm gonna do this. This Zeus Network versus Amazing Network.
Absolutely. When it was secondly presented to me, Natalie was begging me verbatim. You guys can look at her tweets. She's like, Judy, you are a fan favorite. You have to be on this show.
Yeah.
Like, we all know you're a fan favorite. Because at this point, I'm like, girl, what?
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to work with two bitches.
Who were those two bitches?
I would never mention their names.
Okay, absolutely.
But those are two bitches that I said, if they're on the show, I'm not doing it. So guess what they did? Scrap them
bitches and
because
got
I
Judi
bring
Jai.
the people. Period.
Okay.
I
Actually,
have
I'm
the
talking
streets.
about now.
Like
Yeah.
on some real shit, I have the streets.
Period.
Everybody fucking
And
loves me. All that mad, and I'm not being cocky, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all love me. I love y'all too. But on some real shit, I got the fucking streets.
And I will
It
say,
was a less to cut them off and put me on. Like, okay, if this is what it's going to take to get Judy on the show, they're
out.
done.
And not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to give myself a little tootie toot from the fruit.
Jalen
I
talked me into
did
it.
kind of talk her, and she was like, Jalen, I don't know.
No,
I'm like, girl, come
Jalen
on,
most
honey.
definitely talked me into it. It
Yep.
was already like, we need you on this show. This is a BGC reboot. What is a BGC reboot without you?
Yeah.
Like,
So-
it's me, Tanisha, Judy. Come on now.
Exactly.
So I'm like, oh my God. And my fans were like, we miss you. Like, oh my God. Like, and I was like, oh. And Jalen was honestly like the cherry on top of the sundae that was like, Judy, think about it.
What did you think when you saw your friend, Sidney?
Okay, so my first initial reaction of me and Sidney was like, we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lit. Like,
Yeah.
we're both some fucking fools.
Fools from Chi-Town,
like, we're both from
honey.
Chicago. Like, we
Yeah.
about to be trolling these bitches.
So how was that weekend, like in Miami? Like,
That weekend was amazing. I had so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was very last minute.
Yeah.
Cause I told you.
Yeah.
I was like,
we
yo, I'm just
partied the night before.
We
You
partied
texted
the
me.
night before. I was like, I'm not going to that shit. And then I called Jalen and I was like, bruh, I'm hopping on this flight. I'm
I
going
was
to
like,
Miami.
what the fuck?
And I had no idea what was going to happen. I haven't seen these women in years.
But it was a good experience.
It was so much fun.
So-
like, it was like when I saw them again, nothing changed.
Right.
Like, it was like, hey, Natalie, hey, Sarah. Like, it was just
fun. Oh, yeah. Forgot
so
to
much
mention
fun.
Sarah.
Like, 100%.
So when you walked in the house, like, how was
We're
everything?
moving to Baddies or still in Miami?
We're
Because
going to move to Baddies.
Wait, Miami?
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Sidney Starr, her target was Miss Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, I could tell from
That girl, Sidney was throwing drinks on Natalie. If you guys watch the live on YouTube,
Yeah.
it was 100% Natalie.
Nunn. And
Like,
then something
100%.
must have changed. But
And
we're
then
about to get into that.
Between Miami
And walking in the house.
and walking into Baddies ATL.
Something. So I actually, little T, I actually walked in with Judy when she walked into the house. I was there. Saw the house. Beautiful, beautiful mansion. I was there. Yeah. So your first day in the house, I remember y'all had a little fun and then y'all did a photo shoot. And out of nowhere, Sidney came for you. She said that you were the reason that she was not on Bad Girls Club.
The thing is, like, I talked to Sidney before moving in the house, and we were very excited to move in the house. But then at the photo shoot, we're having so much fun. Like, we're partying, we're drinking. And then all of a sudden, like, Sidney just comes at me and says, I'm the reason that she didn't make Bad Girls Love.
Was that the first you ever heard that?
That is definitely the first I've ever heard.
So what was going through your mind when she was like, yeah, bitch, you was the reason that I didn't make the show?
Well, first of all, we're having fun, right? We're popping like Hennessy, we're doing photo shoots, like it was so much fun. And then all of a sudden, like, we're talking, and then Sidney's like, you know what, bitch? I got a problem with you. And I couldn't believe when I looked up, she was pointing at me.
Yeah.
Because I swore she was pointing at Natalie.
Well, actually...
When I looked up and saw she was pointing at me...
You knew.
I was like, oh, here it goes, Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Absolutely.
So, like, Sidney claims that I'm the reason why she didn't make Bad Girls Love. But that's not true.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not a casting director.
Yeah.
I have no pull in who makes Bad Girls Love and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Second of all, I met Sidney on the auditions of season 7.
Yeah.
And Sidney verbatim stood up and told them that she was the transgender diva.
Yeah.
I have a couple people who could vouch for me.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't care what she is, anything like that. If anybody knows me, if you're a good vibe, we gonna kick it.
Yeah.
Like, I am not that type of girl. I'm not homophobic. I'm not transphobic. Y'all, most of my best friends are gay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so far from that type of like
energy.
Yeah, or like absolutely. Even I can't even like imagine like being homophobic or transphobic.
So I will say, I thought it was kind of shady when they put you in the room with Sidney, and I'm gonna tell you why. It was just funny to me that out of all the girls on the show, why can't everybody have their own room? That's number one. And then you being one of the bigger names, why would they put you in a room?
Let's be honest, I'm one of the biggest names.
Absolutely.
And as soon as I walked in that house and they walked me into this room with 2 twin beds, and they said, you're sharing a room with Sidney, I wasn't mad that I was sharing a room with Sidney. And here's some tea. You guys have to understand that our interviews are recorded after reality.
Yeah.
So anything I said, like when I called her Vienna sausage, it was after, like, I lived in a room with her and she showed me her penis. Yeah. You know, it wasn't like just me walking on the scene and being like, I'm sharing a room with Vienna penis. Like, no, because that's my friend. Yeah. So automatically walking in the room, I'm looking like, okay, you tried me. Not because it's Sidney, but because we just dropped off Sarah with her own queen bed and her own room.
Yeah. And then it gets to you.
And then me in a room with 2 twin beds when we all know.
I thought that was
weird. I am iconic as fuck.
That was like, weird energy to me.
The fans are pissed about it.
Yeah, that's they should be.
They're like, what?
So
it was already like Judy's nuts.
Let's
we gonna set it up with her.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm the show.
Yeah, hey, absolutely.
They know.
So as the night progressed, you and Sidney got into it their first night more and more. You ended up spitting on Sidney. They showed it on the show. What happened with that? Like, what made you do that?
It's so obvious that Natalie told Sidney to act like that towards me. Because how she acted in Miami versus when the cameras was rolling. Even when the cameras was rolling in Miami. Had a
yeah. But versus just being in the house. It was
her going at Natalie.
In the house.
And then once we moved into the house 3 weeks later, her target was on me. Yeah. So it's so obvious somebody put a bug in her ear like, okay, chill off me.
And get on that.
Go at her. And it was very much like Sidney had been picking on me the whole photo shoot. Like, accusing me. Here's the thing, y'all. Like, in a very real world, what Sidney did to me is called defamation of character. To accuse me of doing something to her
that you didn't do,
that I did not do, and saying that when cameras are rolling and verbatim, that never fucking happens.
Yeah.
That offended the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, by this time, it's after the photo shoot. We're drunk off Henny.
Mm-hmm.
We've been smoking weed. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? So for her to attack me like that, it was very much like, oh shit, not again. Type shit. Like, damn, this is what this show is gonna be again.
Right.
Like, I came here for fun. It
And
wasn't
then,
like that in Miami. I came with y'all, party with y'all, had fun with y'all, and then damn, now when the cameras are rolling, the brights light on, it's like Judi.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, not again, type shit.
Absolutely. So shit just went left.
It went left.
So then further on, your experience in the house was, you and Sidney had a lot of fighting. She was probably, I believe she was the only person you really had a problem with in the house.
Y'all, I will guarantee you, if Sidney did not start with me in the house, I would have had no problems.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get...
She was the only person you got into it with, right?
She was the only person who was antagonizing me in that
house. So...
And people look at it like, you're transphobic. You were picking on her. When?
Yeah, so how do you feel about the transphobic comments? Like, people saying, oh, you're transphobic.
Here's the thing. First of all, I'm not.
Right.
That's 100% for sure. I love me some Amaya Scott.
Yeah.
I love me some, what's his name?
T.S. Madison.
T.S. Madison, Tokyo Style.
Oh, Tokyo Style.
Like, I've been knowing these people for years.
Yeah.
Like, I came in the game in like 2010.
Yeah.
When they were just coming up.
Yeah.
These are people that I fucking like saluted on the way up.
Yeah.
So for a decade later, for motherfuckers say I'm transphobic, when I've like given the like salute and green light to these same people, like, no, I'm not transphobic.
Yeah. What was your last straw in the house? Like, why did you have to go?
Why
did you feel like you had to go?
My last straw was when to be honest, like, my last straw was when I saw like nobody was gonna stop her.
Yeah.
And there's 3 that really people talk about, and we were just don't eat. It's a fucking Tanisha Thomas from season 2, a Natalie Nunn from season 4, and a Judi Jai from season 7.
Right.
Tanisha started it, Natalie upped it, and then I just turned that bitch crazy as fuck. Yeah. And it's obvious that Sidney is a huge fan, and if you're such a fan of us, why not come on the show and just have fun with us? Sidney did not have her iconic moment.
Yeah.
Bad Girls Love is over.
Yeah.
It ended in 2017.
So
this is not Bad Girls Love. This is Baddies ATL.
Yeah.
And you came on the show wanting like your iconic bad girl moment. But don't fuck up our image trying to do it.
So where do you and Sidney stand today since the show? We
stand at a place of like just standing.
Y'all are just
because I could easily, I've so many times have been like, Sydney's my friend, and she did drop a video saying I'm not transphobic, and she doesn't think anybody was transphobic on the show. But the thing with Sidney is she's Sidney until the camera start rolling.
Yeah, and then it takes
whatever route it takes.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying I have no problem with Sidney. I've been saying that the whole show.
Yeah, and
everybody sees that.
Yeah,
and it's just a matter of fact of like how Sidney gonna act.
Right.
That's why I'm standing.
So how did you feel when you found out Tanisha was joining the cast? Were you excited?
I was excited for Tanisha to join the cast because I feel like there is not a cast if Tanisha...
No, it's not on there.
Because I mean, it's definitely 3 bad girls. It's me, Tanisha, and Natalie. That's the fact.
So do you regret leaving the show? Or do you feel...
Absolutely not. Because from what I heard, the show tanked.
Yeah.
And mind you, I was only there for 6 days.
Yeah.
I thought I was leaving on episode 4.
Yeah.
They're dragging me out to like episode 8.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Good. Well,
so, there is no show without me.
Period.
Facts.
So before we go, I'm going to name the girls. And you tell me what you think of them.
Okay.
We'll start with Tanisha. Like we're talking about Tanisha.
I think Tanisha is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Tanisha is beautiful, and I think she's so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have fun at your party, Tanisha gonna be like,
hey,
hey,
turn it
yeah.
up.
Tanisha to me is very fun. She's super dramatic.
Yeah.
But I feel like it wouldn't be Tanisha
If
it wasn't.
Okay, so Tanisha, Natalie.
I love Natalie. To be honest, I think she's a very sweet girl at heart. Mm-hmm. So sweet.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Natalie is very sweet, and she just she's a different. Like, if you asked me this question 10 years ago, my stance would be different.
Yeah.
But my stance now in 2001 is like, leave that girl alone.
Yeah, 2021.
I'm sorry,
2001.
whatever. What did I
you
say?
took us back 20 damn years.
What did I say?
You said 2001.
Oh my god!
So
No,
it's time
but
to
okay,
end
my
this
bad.
shit. Let's
Yeah,
go.
no, but for real, like Natalie, at heart, she means well,
Yeah.
and I could say that.
Okay, 7.
I love me some 7. That's on period. Like, that's a girl I feel like I can come to on some like, this is happening.
Yeah.
What you think about it?
And she gonna give
tell
you the
me
real.
like 100% real type shit.
Yeah.
And 7. That's
Period.
Oh, and I feel like I was on season 7. They had us arrive together,
And
like
her
in the
name is
intro,
7.
like on some like 7 type
Yeah.
shit. I fuck with 7. She's little sis to me, but big sis
At the same
at the same time.
Janelle.
I love Janelle. It's so weird. I thought I would hate Janelle, but like, and I hate Taurus women.
Yeah.
But like Janelle really like, she cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like, all Janelle want to do is just like drink
Turn up
and turn up.
do a little
And that's my
twerkity
type
twerk.
of girl. Yeah, period. So seeing her on 11 and how they treated her, she was bullied as fuck too. I could relate. Like, nah, she cool as shit. They were mad as fuck.
Okay, Sydney.
I love Sydney. Sydney's just trying to make a name for herself, but I feel like Sydney needs to not shit on other people to make that name for herself.
Okay. After Sydney.
But I still love her.
That's your girl.
That's
At
my
the end
friend.
of the day.
At the end of the day, we finna pop a bottle, and that's on period.
Okay. What about Christina?
I love Christina. If you noticed in the show, we were low-key always next to each other.
Y'all were.
For many reasons.
Yeah.
I love me some Christina.
And it
So
just
like,
is what
it
it
just
is.
is what the fuck it is. Like, we
Okay.
understood each other, and I think she's beautiful and she's fun and she's a real bitch.
Okay. Sarah.
I love Sarah, period. I feel like she gets played a lot, and I feel like she doesn't see that until the aftermath.
Okay.
But I love Sarah, and she
y'all are
has the
great
best
friends.
heart, and that is one of my best friends from Bad Girls Love. That is somebody who I know.
You know.
Like, if I
personally.
was in the hospital,
She'd
would
be there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, honorable mention Megan, because she did pop up on the show.
I talk to Megan all the time. That is one of my really good friends. And they edited, like, in this scene that, like, I said no to Megan.
Yeah.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
I said no to 2 other bitches.
Yeah.
But they edited, which is ironic because they said a lot of bad girls and they added a lot of them out.
Yeah.
Which I kind of am proud of.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would never say no to Megan. Me and Megan talk all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, that is one of my very, very good friends.
Yeah.
And I love me some Megan, period.
Period. Okay, so last question that I asked about 7. What was your best memory in Baddies and what was your worst?
My best memories in Baddies, honestly, is after hours, we would, like, when the cameras would go down, girls would come over with like hookahs, like they'd be strippers, like it would just be lit, like bottles pop, tons of Casamigos. That's how I fell in love with Casamigos. I fell in love with She a Runner, She a Track Star.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah,
a Runner.
yeah.
That song will always remind me of Baddies
Right.
ATL, as well as like Young Blue. You're mine still.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
still
yeah.
mine. That will always remind me of Baddies ATL. The liquor, Casamigos, that music, and Hit in the Club.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy, they're not really showing us
Like in the
Hit
club.
in the Club, and we really like
Yeah,
hit
I
the
club with y'all a few times.
all the time.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but
So what was your overall experience from Baddies? Like leaving Baddies?
my
ATL?
worst experience was honestly
Oh, yeah.
in a room because I do have anxiety.
So
I just
your-
feel like I should have been able to have my
So
own
your worst
space.
experience was just not being able to have your own like getaway.
My space to breathe for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. So what like overall, what's your like takeaway from Baddies? Like, do you think it was great? Do you think?
My takeaway from Baddies was it was the shit.
Yeah. And Zeus
Like,
is
I
going
gotta
up.
be 100%. Like, that was lit.
So I hear.
I had amazing fun. We're on billboards. We're on pink carpets. We're getting all the press in the world. Lemmy, Darula, Zeus Network. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Natalie for even hooking it up and putting it together and like really making it work.
Where it need to be.
Period. I will be the first to say that. And I'm excited for season 2.
Period. I was just gonna ask. So, are you gonna do season 2? Because I
We'll
heard
just have to stay tuned.
you have to stay tuned.
We'll have to stay tuned.
So hopefully we at least see your face, even if it's a pop up.
Period.
Something.
We'll see.
I think she's gonna do a job, but we will see.
They swear I'm gonna do it.
So thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 1, premiere episode, Sip and Chat.
And tune into the rest of Baddies.
Tune in definitely to the rest.
And
of
our
Baddies
reunion
ATL.
is airing very, very soon, y'all. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes, this interview is before the reunion. Maybe,
Yes.
Maybe we'll do another one after this.
We definitely have to because I have no idea what's about to happen at this
So
reunion.
we'll see, honey. And shout out to Kamani DJ. Come on and say hey.
What's up?
This is the producer of Sip and Chat. And he
Yes, and
helped
if you
me.
guys watched my E, he did it.
Yeah, he hooked up the
green
whole
screen, everything.
green
He hooked
screen,
the fuck up.
tech savvy. If you need some tech, if you do some music, if you got a podcast, whatever involved with tech, call Kamani DJ. He gonna hook you up. And yeah, you got anything to say?
No, not really.
Yeah, he just be chilling.
I just be chilling.
He just be chilling. He's sitting back doing his little producer thing. So we're going to let him be. But thank you, Judi Jai, for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Jalen. You know I'm
Absolutely.
going to always support anything you got going on.
Thank you. And you'll be back after the reunion.
Absolutely.
So we can
I'm sure
talk about that.
things
It's
will
gonna
change.
be
And me and Sarah
opinions.
will be on it together.
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Sarah's
Sarah,
definitely gonna be
yes. Shout out to Sarah.
Absolutely.
She's coming soon, too. So, yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you tune in to more episodes and hope you liked my song that played on the intro and Judy's song that played in the break.
Period.
4 a.m. in Atlanta.
And shout out to Sidney Pollard.
Oh, and shout out to this Tiffany Pollard girl. Thank you, girl. I love. No words, girl. You know what it is. Thank you, guys. Sip and Chat. I need to finish sipping, or I might need to stop. See you guys soon for episode 2. You won't want to miss this episode. You have no idea who's going to be on here. So tune in.
Woo-hoo.